This is CBS47 Action News Jacks at noon. Local coverage you can count on.
Right now, hundreds of people around the community are stepping up to help the Bahamas. This is a live look out at the Convoy of Care, where the first truck packed to the brim with donations left in the last hour.
And just into the Action News Jacks newsroom, we're hearing one of the 911 calls made after a cargo ship capsized off St. Simon's Island.
The cargo ship just flipped over in the channel.
Coming up, we talk to the community about how this massive ship is impacting them. Thanks for joining us, everyone, in Action News Jacks at noon. I'm Phil Amato.
I'm Letitia Barriola in for Don Lopez. Action News Jacks has been following the developments involving that flipped cargo ship for more than 48 hours now. Action News Jacks has complete live team coverage for you. We begin with Action News Jacks' Ben Becker live at St. Simon's Island Pier there. And Ben, the Coast Guard says it's looking at environmental protection now.
Letitia, that's the case. I want to show you right away here, over my shoulder. There is the ship still where it was yesterday. And also we have Sky Action News Jacks on the scene as well, giving you a bird's eye view of the situation out here in the St. Simons Sound. Not a lot has changed other than, of course, 4 people being rescued yesterday. But there is some new information from the Coast Guard I want to tell you about. The Coast Guard sent out a tweet that says it's focusing on environmental protection, including a light residue sheen on the water. And I don't know from Sky Action News Jacks how much of that we're picking up right now, but again, there's a light residue sheen on the water. You know, this vehicle, this ship, filled with 4,000 cars. So, of course, that's a topic of concern for everyone out here. Also, the Coast Guard says there's no leaks. That's good news. And also, they're working with salvage crews right now to try to figure this thing out. And I actually just got off the phone with one salvage company who says they are part of this process right now. They're working with another company. So there's at least 2 salvage companies on this job currently, and I'm working to get more information from them and find out exactly what they're doing. You know, this is also kind of becoming a kind of a tourist attraction. You know, this stricken ship bringing a lot of people out here to the pier. Here's Allison behind me. She's painting pictures. You've been out here all day. Allison, you were here yesterday too. And what's it mean to you that the men on this ship are now safe?
Oh, I'm so happy. So I'm praising God for that. I did 2 paintings yesterday. One was just of the tugboat, and I called it Rescue Mission, and I couldn't paint the ship until all the men were off. So I'm so happy.
And you have one painting?
I'm starting this, and I did one yesterday. This was the one after the men were rescued.
All right, Allison, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wonderful work. So you see,
Happy day.
Thank you. A lot of people out here, and again, a lot of smiles soon, or smiles because those men were rescued yesterday. But still, a lot of work to be done to get this ship out of the water. Ahead at 5 and 6, I'm working to learn more about what it's going to take to get this ship upright. I'll have that again at 5 and 6. Reporting live from St. Simon's Island, Ben Becker, CBS47 Action News Jacks.
Thank you, Ben. Just in the last 30 minutes, Action News Jacks got the first 911 call to be released to the public.
And the large cargo ship was making the turn right around Jekyll's Pier Point and literally just rolled over and it's upside down.
That ship flipped early Sunday morning. Only Sky Action News Jacks was over the ship yesterday as the final crew members were rescued and brought to safety.
The main concern right now as the cargo ship rests in the water off our coast is protecting the environment. Action News Jacks' Jamarlo Phillips was live throughout our morning show this morning right on the water's edge, and now, new at noon, he picks up our team coverage live from St. Simon's Island. Jamarlo, the Coast Guard taking every precaution, they say.
And now that everyone is off the ship, the Coast Guard is working to remove it here from the sound. They're also trying to investigate to figure out why it overturned in the first place. Operations at one of the busiest seaports for shipping vehicles were put on hold. A spokesman for the Port of Brunswick told Action News Jacks the port will remain closed as long as an overturned vessel carrying over 4,000 vehicles continues to sit in the water. It's something people who live and work in St. Simon's Island say could do some harm to the environment.
We've been reading about it. We're keeping an eye on what's going. We definitely haven't seen this before.
You know, there's 4,200 cars on the boat, so we're all worried and hope they can get all the fuel and everything off.
Sky Action News Jacks exclusively captured the rescues of 4 crew members trapped inside the ship Monday. In a tweet, the U.S. Coast Guard said crews shifted their focus to environmental protection Tuesday, saying there are currently no leaks from the vessel, only a light residual sheen. The owner of this pizza shop is hoping the ship is removed sooner rather than later.
There's a lot of people in Brunswick that work at the port, even further impact inland that work at the port, and who knows where those cars are going, who knows who that impacts.
A spokesman for the Port of Brunswick tells me it is unclear when the port will reopen. In the meantime, the cause of why it overturned still being investigated. Reporting here at St. Simon's Island, I'm Jamarlo Phillips, CBS 47 Fox 30, Action News Jax.
Action News Jax has continuing coverage on our website and mobile app. There you can find our exclusive, really incredible rescue videos, a gallery of the ship, and a timeline for you. It's all free on the Action News Jax mobile app or actionnewsjax.com. We got some breaking news right now. Local teen is missing in the last 15 minutes on your screen here. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children asked for help. Find Maya Ocha Vaughn. These are two different pictures. She's 16 years old. She was last seen on June 1st at her home in Jacksonville. She may still be in the area.
Action News Jax is working to learn what caused a car to roll over during the morning commute. This is video from our DOT camera. Action News Jax Derek Odom showed us the crash on I-95 or 295 in Commonwealth all morning long. We're told that there were injuries, but no word on the extent or how many people were involved. Right now, a hazmat crew is helping clean up a crash involving a semi-truck carrying 10,000 pounds of dynamite. This is new chopper video from our sister station WSB in Georgia. That crash happened around 5 a.m. on Highway 53 in Dawson County. 3 other cars were involved in the crash. One victim says she was scared the truck was going to explode.
So it's going to take that long before they can get anybody in there because they're worried about an explosion. So
pretty scary to think about that.
It is.
That it was. The woman says she was hit head-on by another car before a domino effect happened with the truck and another car. The truck involved has been described as a mobile explosive unit from a company out of Gainesville.
A Florida judge has denied custody for a mother and father who refused to get their son chemotherapy treatments. 4-year-old Noah McAdams was diagnosed with leukemia earlier this year, but his parents took him out of state looking for alternative treatments and a second opinion. In his Monday decision, the judge cited what he called anger issues in Noah's father and also detailed some of the mother's actions in her handling of her son's medical treatment, including citing YouTube as a source for how to remove and insert IVs. Noah has been in his grandparents' custody. The state can decide at a later date to give custody back to his parents. The parents' attorney said Noah is in remission.
If you have the keys to a Ram pickup truck, there's a recall you need to know about this noon. Right now, Fiat Chrysler is adding more than 875,000 Ram pickup trucks to a worldwide recall to fix tailgates that can open while driving. That recall affects Ram 1500, 2500, and 3500 pickups from 2013 through 2018.
A comedian is at Capitol Hill to talk about a growing crisis, student loan debt. Hassan Minhaj hosts the show Patriot Act on Netflix, and he'll be talking with Congress about why he says the system is broken. The student debt crisis has ballooned to $1.5 trillion. That's more than auto loans and also credit card debt. Today's hearing will focus on the companies that manage and collect student loan payments and whether they're following federal rules.
Job seekers, grab those resumes. Kings Bay is looking for new employees for their Trident refit facility. Right now, they're hosting a hiring event at the Camden County Recreation Center located right behind Camden County High School. It will go until 7 o'clock tonight. A local police chief now wants to be sheriff in St. Johns County. Sheriff David Shore says he will not seek re-election. St. Augustine Beach Police Chief Rob Hardwick filed paperwork on Monday. He faces Chris Strickland, a former director with St. Johns County Sheriff's Office who resigned in 2016. They square off in the Republican primary next August.
The Jacksonville Humane Society is hosting a free spay and neuter event in order to battle this kitten crisis. Their goal here is to fix more than 100 community cats in one day. A community cat is one that lives outside and may have more than one owner. All cats must be brought in a humane trap, not a carrier. You can loan a tramp from First Coast No More Homeless Pets. Drop-off is Sunday at 7 a.m. at the Humane Society.
Jacksonville's largest haunted house, the 13th floor, opens this Friday. Halloween right around the corner. General admission tickets start at $13 opening night. Fast Pass and Skip the Line tickets are also available. The 13th floor haunted house is located at 9230 Arlington Expressway near Regency Square Mall. A live look now at the Jacksonville baseball grounds, where the Jumbo Shrimp will host their next movie night this Saturday. You know what the Jumbo Shrimp Stadium looks like. We don't have to show it to you. Bring your magic carpet, because this weekend families will get to watch Aladdin. Tickets are just $1, and the movie starts at 6 p.m.
From the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Corey Sima. It is warm out there already, just below 90 degrees, but we don't have that much more warmer to get. This is our transition day as we start to see a change in that weather pattern. Puffy white clouds on the First Alert Skycam network when those bring rain coming up in the First Alert 7-day forecast.
We are now on our third truck for the convoy of care over here at the St. John's Town Center. Now coming up, we'll show you what we still need for hurricane relief and just how easy it is to help.
Plus, Sky Action News Jax has just arrived. Oh, here we go. This is moments ago over the capsized cargo ship as the Coast Guard and salvage crews try to start the removal process. Be sure to stick with Action News Jax all day. We are continuing to coverage. Live team here on the latest developments on this capsized cargo ship.
What to watch, brought to you by Ashley Home Store.
Welcome back. Action News Jax on top of this cargo ship here overturned off St. Simon's Island coast. The Coast Guard sent out a tweet saying its focus is now on environmental protection now that all the crew members are out of there. It says there's no leaks and they're working with salvage crews. Sky Action News Jax is flying over that ship. We're bringing you those images right here. You watched it on Action News Jax as 4 crew members were rescued from the vessel. It was incredible to watch live. Action News Jax working with the Coast Guard to learn how they're doing now.
Into the Action News Jax studios, U.S. National Security Advisor John Bolton has resigned from his role in the White House. That's according to tweets from President Donald Trump. The president posted and told that Bolton, that his services were no longer needed. So looks like he got fired. He says the two had many disagreements. Meanwhile, families in the Bahamas are in desperate need of supplies to give back. We're hosting the Action News Jax Convoy of Care to collection donations for the Bahamas. Look at how many people showed up, too, today. Sky Action News Jax was over that event just about an hour ago. You can see all the cars lining up around Maggiano's. Of course, once again, that's near the St. John's Town Center, right there. Action News Jax Elizabeth Pace is live there now. And Elizabeth, you not only filled up one truck today, but now almost the second truck is filled up.
Yeah, and get this, Phil, now we're on our 4th truck. It just pulled up within the last 5 minutes. But first, look at all the traffic that's going on around here. This is a good problem to have, only because all of these families will be getting more help in the Bahamas. That line is wrapping around Maggiano's. Now, I don't want to get in the way of this because we have a lot of people dropping off supplies, but just take a look at everything we've been able to collect so far. Again, we're about to wrap up the 3rd truck over here, and the 4th one just pulled up in front. Cars wrapped around the building. Trunks open, filled with supplies.
Thank you.
These are the supplies that will help families who are left with nothing in the Bahamas.
Oh, it's the right thing to do. They've been decimated down there, and you have to have water in order to survive.
We're asking for bottled water, hygiene items, baby supplies, pet food, along with flashlights and batteries. Jason Corley dropped off the largest donation so far today, 3 pallets worth of water.
Well, we enjoy coming out. We enjoy helping the community and working with other countries and other states that may need help in the future.
This is where your donations will go, to these families in the Bahamas. Patricia Brown is one of them. She says she's from Nassau and was there when Hurricane Dorian hit. Although they have some flooding, she says her family in the Abaco Islands lost everything. And right now they can't even turn to a nearby store to get supplies.
For the long haul, we're going to need a lot of help. So all of this is definitely going to go a long way because we need it. And thank you.
Now you're looking at more and more people dropping off supplies. This isn't even just the Action News Jax and our news partner 104.5 WOKV. Random people are getting out of their cars and staying to help. We're all going to be out here until 2 o'clock this afternoon. Again, it's near Maggiano's at the roundabout. Reporting live at the St. John's Town Center, Elizabeth Pace, CBS47, Action News Jax.
Big thanks to all the generosity out there. Still have an hour and a half to go there. Also today on Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690, Brett Martineau and former Jags player Austin Lane have more on Gardner Minshew mania. Also a look at the AFC South after Week 1, and ESPN's Jason Fitz joins them. Watch and listen to the fastest growing sports radio station in Jacksonville, Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690 on 10 different platforms.
Now certified Jacksonville's most accurate weather forecast. Action News Jax First Alert Weather.
Well, September 10th is the day on the calendar. It is the peak of the hurricane season as well. And this tells the story pretty well. This is the percent of named storms per month. And you see September, it's the highest. Now, there is also a secondary peak that we have in October. It drops off a little bit late September into early October, and then it climbs back up during the middle of the month. Indications are that this hurricane season, it may prolong itself a little bit, which Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish talks about in Talking the Tropics with Mike on ActionNewsJax.com. There are a few areas that we're watching here. One tropical wave east of the Bahamas. This is going to move to the northwest. It's going to bring just a little extra moisture our direction because conditions aren't great for this to develop into a tropical system. Once it moves into the Gulf Friday into the weekend, those conditions maybe get a little bit better, but at that point would be moving away from Florida. This is Gabrielle, or what's left of Gabrielle. It is no longer a tropical storm. It's out in the middle of nowhere, and it is not going to impact land. There are two other tropical waves here in the central Atlantic that we are going to monitor. Conditions aren't all that great right now, but these certainly bear watching over the next 7 to 10 days. The next named storm, it will be Umberto. That is the H name here for the 2019 list. Let's talk about this afternoon, because it's going to be hot out there if you live west of Highway 301. Those temperatures this afternoon are going to be back into the middle and upper 90s. Jacksonville, about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than yesterday. This is our transition day where this onshore wind is developing and the beaches are going to be cooler than everybody else in the mid to upper 80s. There is a little bit of rain now on 5 Sweet First Alert Doppler HD. These are some showers that are just offshore. If these do try to make a move toward land, these are going to weaken very quickly, as this one, it is moving very close to Amelia Island and South Fernandina Beach and American Beach as well. We can actually see it here on the First Alert Skycam network. We're looking from St. Augustine, looking way up to the north, and this is a sign right here. This is the anvil. So this shower, it is weakening. There is a little bit more to it the farther north we go. 86 now in the ancient city with that easterly onshore wind between 5 and 10 miles per hour. So right now, over the next couple of hours, there is that opportunity for maybe an isolated coastal shower. Most neighborhoods are going to be dry, though, this evening into tonight. Wednesday morning, that's when we will be tracking your next rain threat, and I'll have that for you on Action News Jax this morning, with a few more showers Thursday. Friday is looking pretty wet out there. Then your weekend, which is always in view, showers, a little bit of thunder and lightning off and on, with afternoon temperatures in the middle to upper 80s. Remember, you can get this forecast anytime, anywhere on the Action News Jax First Alert Weather app, and tune in today at 5 p.m. with Action News Jax Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish.
All new at noon, high school students punished with painting bathroom mirrors. Coming up, the growing concern in the classroom the school was trying to fix. A Tennessee high school painted over their bathroom mirrors to fight students from being late to class.
Now kids can't see themselves, but that tactic didn't last long after a former student took action against the school. Shelby Campbell's little sister took these pictures of the bathroom mirrors, then shared them on Facebook with more than 1,000 people reacting to the post. Campbell says her mom filed a formal complaint, and then hours later, the principal left a school-wide voicemail apologizing for their decision.
Big traffic news for you this afternoon. Traffic alert. A fire is happening right now in a vehicle, 2 inside lanes northbound I-95 at Max Leggett.
YNR's next.